Welcome to another video on my ESP32, an originally IoT, Internet of Things device with wireless, I2C and a lot of other features. Connected by me, an LED on GPIO output, GPIO meaning general purpose input output. 7-segment display, which is on connectivity base, dependent on wiring. Then LCD display connected by I2C. A servo motor controlled by pulse width modulation, and an LDR, light dependent resistor, also on GPIO. It all works, kind of. Still the question is, why is this only kind of working? The motor. And well, last time all went well, so it's time to add another device, which is in this case a keypad, a 4x4 keypad, and it has 4 columns, 4 rows, and needs to be connected by 8 wires. So far so good. There's one point that has to be there, a driver. I'm programming in C, AVRC, because I'm using the Arduino environment. And I've been searching, since the introduction last time, to a keypad header file, because that is how C works. And here comes the point. For the servo motor, I had to use a driver that was specifically for the ESP32. Liquid crystal display, LCD, same thing. But for the keypad, this device, I have only found an Arduino driver that is set to be compatible with an ESP32 something, which is a previous device, not this one. So what I'm hoping is that when I am using it and connecting it, that it works and that it will keep working. So what I'm going to do is, of course, first check if the pulse width modulation is indeed controlling this one, that there is no wiring error like last time, and then trying to connect this one, because I can program things, but if I can't connect things, then that's a different thing. Also, I may have to add some wiring here and there, like I did here. So let's see how that works out. I'm very curious, because I want to display either things here or on there. And that will be a nice one, especially on there, because this is only one display. Well, by the way, if I do it in decimal it won't work. If I do it in hexadecimal, which goes from 0 to 9 and then from A to F, I could do it here on the 7-segment display. So, and on both. So who knows what it all comes down to. Let's see how it works out. So now everything has been connected, kind of. The question is, does it run? Well, so far the software does. Backwards, including what I did last time. LED burns, and then LCD, the 7-segment display should do something, motor should do something, but they don't yet, so they don't anymore. So let me upload, re-upload, and check on this one. Everything should go fine. Here you can see how it starts again. It's hard to see, but the LCD does work. And then in a moment 7-segment display should do. Yep, there it goes. Unfortunately, this doesn't work. Let me check that. Put it this way. I haven't seen the motor working, although it is very clear that this works. And this is being the voltage. This is being ground, and this being the pulse modulation. It is clear it works. So why it doesn't run is beyond me. Anyway, I have found some nice code about Keypad, and according to this one, which is indeed based just for the Arduino, I should implement it like this, including Keypad. Okay, there's the culprit. I have here the Keypad, and not this one. Anyway, here's the software, and it's included. I have it here as an integer. So what should I do? Change it to constant byte? Probably, could be. And this is the same problem that I had with the Servo. How does it work? How could I implement it? And the same thing that I have found, like here with the servo motor, how to exactly do this. Well, here it says ESP32, not here. And this one is even recent. Well, this one, no, this one is not really recent, but it also doesn't tell where to connect. And that may be a problem, because I have read I2C and I have read GPIO. Anyway, I should create stuff first and then go on. Let's connect it later. And now I'm starting already with an interesting thing, because the example clearly shows 4 rows, 3 columns, and that makes 12 in total. However, looking at the wrong camera, this one. If you look at the camera, then you can spot it's 4 times 4, makes 16. So that means that I have to adapt this one. And let's put these here, and then keeping it numeric or numerical, whatever. And this one goes like 13, 14, 15 and 16. And on the inside, that's not good. I forget here something. Let me copy this straight away. Right here. This is instantiation, so that is all in itself all right. But it is very clear that this is not going to work for me. One other thing that I wonder about is how can this be blue colored and these new ones are black colored. Maybe I'm going wrong, maybe I'm going right, I don't know. Connected to the row pinouts of the keypad. Well, once again, going to the camera, holding it vertical. There are it's from up to low is, or high to low, whatever, C4 to C1 and R1 to C4, R1 to R4. So that's something I should keep in mind. And in the meantime, nothing has happened yet to the motor. And that is quite curious. All connections are there, no doubt about it, but working, not quite. Also, what I notice, and let me get this one with it, this is staying the same. No, it's not. Now it's improving, now it's going correctly, but still it's not doing a thing. Okay, where to go? Let's put a 9 right here, but I'm not getting there then. What makes it 5, 4, 3, 2 and not going to 1? I will have to find out. Then also with this one, alright, here they say row pins, rows, but I have different declarations for it, so I will have to adapt. I will have to adapt. So this will be keypad rows. And keypad calls. And then this will be also keypad and keypad. But these are in capital. So this will have to be capital as well. Otherwise, it just will not work. Oh, and this is of course capital C. And I will have to do it here as well. and that looks better, but still, does it work? Well, it won't work until I connect it, but at least I can check if there is any declaration error. So let's do that. Oh, this is just a warning. But is there anything else? Let's see. Warning. Warning multi-character. Oh, multi-character character constant. Aha. It doesn't like anything more than one character in it. So that means that I should do this then, going hexadecimal. And look what happens. This is going wrong because now you can see that hexadecimal is actually 0 to 15, which means that I have to shift everything up. That means this one goes and C comes here. And then that means that 4 comes here. And that 0 comes here. Don't forget the comma. And now it's hexadecimal. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Starting with 0 makes 16. And that uploads nicely. With only one difference, it's not connected yet. And the rest of the code isn't there yet, but at least the beginning is there. With a massive change. Yeah. Oh, and let's see for a motor to run. That does not happen. Motor still in problems. And let's see. I do it right next to each other. So I may have to change something in here. So, and of course there's yet another problem, because this is meant for Arduino, and the Arduino has a very different setup than the ESP32 pins. Yeah, right, but not the same ones. So I have here 15 keys, keypad, etc. But which rows? 4 by 4. That's correct. But how do I know which ones are which? I don't know. There's no way to tell. So I will have to somehow connect this to the GPIO. And there's a nice problem, because here I will have to first determine which I will use, then once again use wires like this to connect to the breadboard, or from here, but these are already taken by the 7-segment display, so it will come down to this one. And the big question is how to check this out. Let me first once again compile this, upload this, because this one, oh right, another thing is this works with 9600, which is exemplary for the Arduino, while 11,500 something, and I can show that under tools, 11,500, 5,200, which is the baud rate of the ESP. So that's very different. And then this should work somehow. With frequently asked questions. So this connection, although they state that this is also applicable in code for the ESP, I will have to look forward and further, because this won't work for me. Alright, so now I have this code. I have this cable with a keypad, and searching somewhat further I come across ESP8266, which is the predecessor to the ESP32. About the same idea of code, only they go like this instead of 0 to F. I don't mind, I will see. Then here they're talking about D, and that is other different than here, because here they were talking about just a few numbers, but this is Arduino, and here we are with digital pins. Then coming to the same idea here, this is much more like the ESP at communication speed. However, being digital brings a problem. Then we look at the manual, and here is nothing digital. However, taking a look, and I have to get away this one here, taking a look at this part of the ESP right here, there is 0 and 1 and 2 and 3, and those are digital ports, truly digital ports, but there are only 4 and I need 8. So what I need to do is find just some H3 ports, preferably GPIO, and there are enough left here to connect to, and then well, I hope it will work out. So I need some wiring here. Lift the ESP32 out of its socket, connect some wires, first decide which pins I will wire, do some administration on that, and then hopefully can connect this cable. And that is the situation right now. And I don't think I will manage in this episode, in this video, but it's finding out now and do next time. By the way, I still haven't noticed the servo motor to run, and that is not promising. Not promising at all. This is working. Now the motor should be working. And yes, it should be considering this signal. Now I'm going to do one last thing. Because this is servo forward and this is servo backwards. So, and this is all a delay of 500. So what should I do? I think that I am going to put this stuff behind the LED. So start forward control. Then this is and forward control of servo motor. Scratch this one, but select, remove, and put this one here. Position on the line doesn't matter, it's C and not Titan. So I will have here start, backward control, backward control of servo motor, and then here logically and backward control. And then I need another LED here. So this is on, and here we go. And now I'm very curious what will happen, because now it's going to be 1 second or something in between. So let's see what happens right now. In the past the servo motor already was quite delayed. There we go. Now why didn't I see the segment display? Okay, the LCD is going on. Yeah, 7 segment, very good. Now I would like to see the motor going. Now okay, I think, well, last time it worked, so why shouldn't it work now? That's a big question. Servo forward, servo, okay, LED, servo backwards, nothing. Okay, that needs improvement, but not now. Alright, so this has been an episode video with some unsatisfying, disappointing results. Not finding what I, well, in the end, finding what I should use. A non-working servo motor, at least I haven't found it working today. With some confusing information about how to connect this one, including the fact that not everything seems to be hexadecimal, and considering the information on this print is scarce. So I'm very curious how this is going to work out. Right. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. Some info on the internet is very, very scarce. And too many devices of this one. Different devices. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And please show your support by making a small donation via PayPal or Wire. And you can also become a patron and have your name mentioned. All information, including the URL of my website with all information, is under this video. And this is going to be continued. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.